Hey Tony, it's nice to see you this week again. I'm just wondering how you're feeling this week.
Well, pretty much the same. I'm just still not doing that great. I'm just not happy.
Yeah, I know we touched on that a little bit last week. You sounded like you just feel a little bit unfulfilled in life. I was thinking if there was, kind of wondering if there was anything more specific that you felt was contributing to that.
Well, yeah, I feel bad saying this, but I'm just really unhappy in my marriage. Like, just, just no excitement or spark anymore. Just boring.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. You mentioned that the spark isn't there anymore. Have you noticed anything that might be contributing to that? Anything that's changed over time?
Well, um, I don't know. We just don't like talk. It's ever since the kids left the house. It's just boring, same old thing. Just work and then home and then work again. And we like don't talk. We just watch TV and it's just boring. I'm just bored.
So, what have you thought about anything to change this? Have you considered different options or?
Well, honestly, which I feel really guilty about this, it really goes against my values, but I've actually thought about like cheating lately just to get some excitement.
Could you kind of elaborate on how you're feeling guilty about that? I know it goes against your values, but do you think that's the only thing that could help you change how you're feeling, or?
Well, I don't know. I guess I don't know if I would actually do it. It just like I guess I just been thinking about it because well, we've been married for like 20 years, and now the kids are older and they're pretty much out of the house and stuff. And it's just like, before we had kids, we'd have fun and party, and then we had kids, and then it was all about the kids, and then now it's just boring.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. Um, but you don't really want to cheat on him. It's just something that would make you feel more excited in your own personal life. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess, like, I have a boring job. I'm like 50 years old, and I want some excitement. Like, there's just nothing, I don't know. I don't even have any hobbies or anything, and like, I thought about, like, my friends suggested divorce, and I don't know. I guess, I just really I don't think I want to get a divorce, but I'm just so unhappy.
I understand that, and I hear you saying that personally you don't have any hobbies, so that's kind of unfulfilling. But I also want to talk about your feelings about divorce. You said you're really against that. I'd like to hear why.
Well, my my parents, I don't know if I've told you before, my parents were divorced when I was pretty young, and it just is like I remember it just being like everything was all about them, and they just kind of were always fighting and arguing, and nobody ever asked me how I was feeling. I was just kind of always in the shadows, just being pushed back and forth from house to house. And even though my kids are older, like, I don't want them to go through anything like that. And I don't want to give up on a 20-year marriage.
I really connected with what you were saying about feeling overshadowed when you were a child, and to me it kind of sounds like that's how you're feeling now, and that's how you felt when you had kids. It was all about the kids. And now you're kind of just left with nothing.
Wow, I really didn't think about it like that. Yeah, I guess. And now everything, like, I just feel like I cater to my husband and I just don't get anything in return. And, like, it seems like my whole life, everything's always about everybody else. And I guess this might maybe sound selfish, but nothing's ever about me.
Have you ever thought about how you can make some things about you? Like, you said that you don't really have any hobbies, but maybe if you sparked an interest in something, you could make that kind of about you.
Yeah, well, it just seems like, I mean, it's like a great idea and everything, but like last time I had a hobby, which was gardening, like then all of a sudden then my husband wanted to garden with me, which was great because then, we connected. But now like the garden's like not even mine anymore. Like he took it over. It just feels like everything I do, somebody just takes it over and it's just not about me anymore.
I understand that.
I just want something to be about me.
Do you think that there's like a hobby that you might have interest in, but he might not?
Well, my friend's always trying to get me to do yoga with her, but I don't know. Well, I'm 52 years old, and I just feel like I'm too old to like start a new hobby. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just am scared, I guess.
I know that you're scared. I understand the kind of anxiety that comes with starting something new. That's something that I definitely struggle with too. Embarking on something new, it always comes with a little bit of fear, but you have to know that there's plenty of women your age that have new interests and new hobbies.
Yeah, but then I was like also thinking, what about like what is my husband gonna say? Because like I'm supposed to come home and like cook dinner for him every night, and like what if I'm like, oh, I'm not coming home to cook dinner for you tonight because I'm gonna go do yoga? What if he gets mad? Like I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just making excuses now.
I don't think you're making excuses. I think that is a reasonable concern. I'm kind of interested in whether you've spoken to him about your feelings about the marriage right now, or have you not brought it up?
I haven't said anything to him about it. I mean, we haven't talked in so long. Like, I mean, like I was saying before, like like we're partying, and then I got pregnant, and then we had kids, and then everything was about the kids. So I guess we just haven't talked in years, 2 decades. So it just seems like it's hard to talk to him, I guess. Maybe.
Do you think that maybe if he was aware of how you're feeling, that he would be more understanding about you wanting to take on some new things to feel kind of self-fulfilled?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess he's supportive. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll just, maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe that'll be my goal this week, to talk to him about that I'm not happy and that I need something to do, I guess.
I mean, you say that you love him, and you've mentioned that divorce isn't something that you'd be really comfortable with yet, and that's kind of why I'm trying to, give you some other options that you might want to do. So.
Yeah, I really like your suggestions, and I think that I will try them out this week and see if that works before I consider my other options, because divorce and cheating are definitely against my values, so I don't think I want to do those.
Mhm.
So yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'm just a little nervous about starting a new hobby, I guess, and just scary.
Maybe you could do it with somebody else that you're comfortable with.
Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely help if I had somebody around that. I just don't have so many close friends now that I'm older. Maybe that's another thing I should work on is having some more friends.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe these new hobbies. I'm sure you'll meet some people if you start, embarking on some new adventure. You know. So I think that we have a pretty good set of goals and objectives for next week. One of them is obviously that you want to speak to your husband. Do you think that's something that you could do by next week?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
I'm nervous, but I'll do it.
Okay. And then the second thing would be to maybe look into something, maybe a group or a class or something that you would want to do. Just look into it, maybe come in with some information on it, and we can talk about how you're feeling about that and things like that for next week.
That sounds good. Thank you so much. I will see you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks.